Hey y'all, Grown Black Folks Talk back out on the line. Today, because the wind is very heavy, I'm getting a little bit of protection from one of the statues in Golden Gate Park. We're going to see how long this wind is going to let us be great. The wind of the spring just has not gotten a memo. Tomorrow's July 1st, but it is what it is. San Francisco, the wind tends to blow through the city from April really to mid-August, which is why you get a lot more videos generally from August 15th to March 31st outside than you actually do from April 1st to August 15th. That's why. But it keeps it cool, and that's good. Some places in the country cannot catch a breeze. Anyway, speaking of protection, this video largely is about something in self-protection that I don't think we think about often, that was black women. This could also apply to black men as well, given the nature of American history. As I was making my video yesterday that I shared with you, I found myself, I got a notice. I have my first onboard for Peak D platform that I did not know before they came on board. And I remember that I left strict instructions about, okay, if you want me to, I want to be able to assist you. So get signed up and let me know. And if you let me know, I will do this, 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 and this. The person signed up but didn't let me know. On Peak D, that makes for a hard road to go. High blockchain, that makes for a very hard road to hold. It's a very hard way to do that. It makes it difficult for you. However, first impulse, because of who I am, go over and compensate anyway for this person's failure to follow instructions. Second impulse, no. Because what I'm going to do to that person accidentally, I'm going to create a situation where they realize I don't have strong boundaries, that I feel the need to do too much, and that establishes expectations. And once that establishes expectations, then when you no longer want to uphold those expectations, now it's a problem. But it would have been a problem that I created by not following my own instructions, because I was the one who said, if you sign up under my link and you do this and this, I will do this and this. A lot of situations we get into can be headed off way in advance, because again, I'm going to sit up and talk to you about what mostly evasive maneuvers. Now, y'all need to get up on confidence with love and learn about higher levels of self-defense. And I've got some mid-levels that when I get comfortable using them and demonstrating them and sharing them, I'll also let you know about them. But, getting up on San Francisco's laws for concealed carry and what's required, I'm on my way doing that too. So that may eventually be content about that on this channel. But what I want to really help you focus on is avoiding difficulty. I got better information about Miss Hood's situation. That may not have been a situation she could avoid, because that person came in unhinged and resentful and looking for some black woman to pile that on. And I say that in the context of Chicago right now. It is what it is. That's what men are doing in Chicago. Taking it out on black women. 16% of the population, accounting for about 40% of the assault and murder cases, and 52% of all the kidnappings and human trafficking. That's just what's being done in Chicago, black women. So there's nothing she could have done to avoid that. There's nothing she could have done to de-escalate a situation like that. Because there's no telling, even if she had, quote, complied, he itching for a fight anyway. It's another video, but the way that rolled out, there's a pathology there that needs to be discussed separately, but that's not this video. Because of the way black women came to the United States of America, you have to understand the culture we live in is very, very needy. Essentially, the United States economy, because there were still slaves in the United States, in northern states, in New York till 1827. So they're very needy. If we can't import more slaves, we have to breed them. Therefore, black women were brought in to overcompensate for the fact that so-called the exceptional people could not figure out how to run an economy without committing crimes against humanity every single day. So we were brought in to overcompensate for that. So we have been trained to overcompensate. And we have to retrain ourselves not to do that. and not allow people to learn that their expectations of us to do too much, and that they can even think about thinking that way about us. I hate that this person is going to struggle for not following instructions. I really do. I hate to think of how hard that road is going to be for that person to hold. I don't even know them, and as an empath, I know what the struggle is going to be. They're going to come in and bounce out, most likely, or they're going to turn around and read the instructions. And when they turn around and read the instructions, I'm going to do what I said I would do. But me being true to that is me. I always tell y'all, get your life together. But I'm also talking to me. That's part of me getting my life together. Part of me getting my life together is being out here on this vacation and not making work for myself to do. I have some projects. I'm scoring some music, and it's complex music. When you try to fit a African polyrhythm mindset, someone who senses the rhythm of the primes and writes and improvises like that and tries to write it out for someone else, that's going to take some time. My plan was I might have a whole book of music written for this person. No, I might just have this piece. Then maybe I'll find one that's easier to write up to go with it, and I might not. Because again, our freedom requires that we act in a manner that preserves it. I'm not at the stage yet where I am packing lethal self-protection in San Francisco. It wasn't even legal last year for me to have concealed carry. So, trying to stay within the prevailing law. But on a day-to-day basis, how I choose to protect myself depends on how I choose to spend my time and what I say I'm going to do and whether I hold myself accountable. The other thing, I know that behind me, the day is going to come when I'm going to hear my Maker say, give account for thy stewardship. And I want him to be able to say to me, servant well done. Overextending myself is not how that happens. He did not make me to be a slave to mortal men and women. Absolutely not. He called me to service, to him and to whomever he directs me. And that includes the people of the world. Do good to all men. That includes me. But in terms of me choosing to overextend myself, choosing not to honor my own instructions, choosing not to honor the fact that I am on vacation, nah, that ain't it. That's not what I was called to. If I play my cards right, I might be able to extend my vacation to close to the 12th. I mentioned that on the last video. And I can also choose to mess myself up. And whatever I choose to do is going to be on me. Entirely. But part of my self-protection is not creating situations. And parasocial online life gives me a chance to practice what I'm also going to have to practice in real life. Okay. Now that the wind has died down, I might be able to. No, never mind. Just as soon as I said it, nope. So we might do one more video from here before I head back. Anyway, y'all have a good day now. And thank you for listening. Bye.